You know what's weird? Studies show that 92% of highly successful people do the exact same thing every morning. But it's not what productivity gurus tell you. It's not meditation, not cold showers, not even exercise. It's something your brain has been begging you to do since you were a kid. But society trained you to ignore it. MIT researchers just published something fascinating. They tracked 3,000 executives, entrepreneurs, and high performers for 5 years, monitoring their morning routines down to the minute. And they found one pattern that separated the top 8% from everyone else. These people protect the first 90 minutes of their day like their life depends on it. But here's the twist. It's not about what they do. It's about what they don't do. Insight number 1, the phone paradox. Picture this. Your alarm goes off. What's the first thing you reach for? If you said your phone, you're in the majority. 87% of people check their phone within 15 minutes of waking up. But here's what the MIT study found. Successful people wait an average of 90 minutes before touching their phone. Why? Your brain wakes up in what neuroscientists call a theta state. It's the same brainwave pattern you experience during REM sleep. For the first 90 minutes after waking, your prefrontal cortex is essentially running on creative mode. It's when your brain makes its most innovative connections. The moment you check your phone, your brain switches to reactive mode. Those notifications, emails, messages, they hijack your dopamine system and put you in a state of responding rather than creating. Think about it like this. Your morning brain is like fresh snow. Every notification is a footprint. By the time most people start their actual work, their mental landscape is already trampled. If you've ever wondered why your best ideas come in the shower, now you know why. Insight number 2. The cortisol window. Here's something that'll blow your mind. Your body releases its highest dose of cortisol between 6 and 9 a.m. We usually think of cortisol as the stress hormone, but morning cortisol is different. It's actually your body's natural performance enhancer. The Stanford study that backed this up found that people who do their hardest task during this cortisol peak are 3 times more likely to complete it than those who save it for later. But here's the catch, and this is where successful people get it right. They don't waste this biological gift on email. One CEO they studied put it perfectly. Email is someone else's to-do list for your life. Instead, they use this cortisol window for what researchers call deep work. The kind of focused thinking that actually moves the needle. Writing, strategy, problem solving, creating. Your brain is literally drugging itself with focus chemicals every morning, and most of us waste it scrolling through Instagram stories. Comment below if you've been accidentally sabotaging your cortisol window. I'm curious how many of us do this. You know what's crazy? Your brain processes morning decisions 23% faster than evening ones. It's like having a mental superpower for exactly 90 minutes. And we give it away to our notifications. Insight number 3. The default mode network. This is where it gets really interesting. There's a network in your brain called the DMN, the default mode network. It's what kicks in when you're not actively focused on anything. Daydreaming, shower thoughts, that zone you hit on long drives. The Harvard research on this is mind-blowing. People who protect their DMN time in the morning score 31% higher on creative problem-solving tests. But here's the thing. The DMN is incredibly fragile. One notification can shut it down for up to 23 minutes. Think of your DMN like a cat. It only comes out when things are quiet and safe. The moment there's noise or sudden movement, gone. Successful people aren't more creative. They just protect their brain's creative time. One entrepreneur in the study described it like this. I treat my morning like a creative studio. No visitors until the work is done. Insight number 4. The willpower battery. Okay, this one's my favorite because it explains so much. You wake up with about 100 units of willpower. Think of it like your phone battery. Every decision you make drains it a little. What to wear? -2 units. What to eat? -3 units. Reply to that text? -5 units. Resist checking social media? -10 units. By the time most people start their actual important work, they're already at 60% battery. But the Stanford study found something fascinating. Successful people eliminate an average of 20 decisions from their morning. They wear similar clothes, eat the same breakfast, follow the same routine. Not because they're boring, because they're preserving their willpower battery for decisions that actually matter. Steve Jobs didn't wear the same turtleneck because he lacked fashion sense. He wore it because he understood cognitive economics. Your brain isn't lazy, it's just trying to preserve energy for what matters. Here's what I want to know. What's the first thing you do when you wake up? And be honest, no judgment. I'm genuinely curious if anyone here already protects their morning without realizing it. Insight number 5, the compound effect. This is the part nobody talks about. The researchers tracked these people for 5 years. Want to know what they found? The 90-minute rule compounds. People who protected their mornings were 2.3 times more likely to get promoted, 3 times more likely to report high life satisfaction, 40% less likely to experience burnout. But here's the kicker. It's not about those 90 minutes. It's about what those 90 minutes represent. You're either directing your day or your day is directing you. One participant summed it up perfectly. I realized I was living in response mode, responding to texts, emails, requests. The morning rule forced me to switch to creation mode. Think about it like compound interest. Every morning you protect adds up. 90 minutes a day, 10.5 hours a week, 45 hours a month. That's literally a full work week of peak mental performance that most people give away to their notifications. Your ancestors woke up and immediately had to make survival decisions. Your brain still thinks checking your phone is a survival decision. That's why it feels so urgent. But it's not. It's just your ancient wiring in a modern world. You're not addicted to your phone. You're addicted to avoiding the discomfort of being alone with your thoughts. But that discomfort? That's where genius lives. If this is hitting home for you, hit that like button. Not for me, but as a reminder to yourself that tomorrow morning, you're going to try this. So here's my challenge for you. Tomorrow morning, just try it. 90 minutes. No phone, no email, no other people's agendas. Just you and whatever your brain wants to work on. Write, think, plan, create, or just be. You might feel uncomfortable at first. Your brain might scream for stimulation. That's normal. It's literally withdrawal from dopamine hits. But remember what the research shows. The most successful people in the world aren't smarter than you. They just protect their mornings better than you. Your phone will still be there at 8 a.m. The emails aren't going anywhere. But that morning mental state? That's a limited time offer that expires every single day. So, what do you think? Are you willing to trade 90 minutes of scrolling for the mental clarity that could change your entire trajectory? Drop a comment below. Tell me what you'd create if you had 90 minutes of peak mental performance every morning. Because I have a feeling. Your brain already knows exactly what it wants to work on. It's just been waiting for you to give it the chance. Next time you wake up and reach for your phone, remember, you're not just checking messages. You're choosing between consumption and creation. And that choice? It compounds every single day.